So at this point, it's clear that Kodak Black is one of the most polarizing figures in hip-hop. He is another one of these guys who came out during the mumble rap era, who has actually found continued success and support from not only his fans, but also a lot of high-ranking rappers who have vouched for him like Drake, A$AP Rocky, and now Kendrick Lamar on his latest album. There must just be something about the energy or the aura of this man that makes people want to see him win.
I hear about you all the time.
Right.
A friend of mine gave me your song, Flocking, was it?
Yeah, no flock.
No Flocking. This kid got some talent right here.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kodak Black is in the building. What's popping?
Trapping.
That's right.
Hey.
We trapping. That's right.
People just see like the shine, they don't see the grind or like the bags in my eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of grinding, a lot of like setbacks, how you was running stepping stones and shit. I just kept on stepping on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna let nothing stop me.
Some people, they be thinking they need to be dumb as shit, you know what I'm saying? They just look at me and just already, you know what I'm saying, discriminate or stereotype, whatever. But like when I was in elementary school, I used to go to this little camp. I used to do spelling bees, and I used to beat like high schoolers and spelling bees. I didn't even know how I was spelling them words, but I just always knew like, okay, I'll get there, but I was bad. I was bad, but I was smart.
Therefore, if I get her, I'ma hit her. My mama say, baby, you a winner, not a quitter. Well, not today, come on, soon I hit her, I'm a quitter. Cut my top with a scissor, took my new car to a vert.
To me, he's very similar to someone like Gucci Mane, who seems to just be their authentic self. A hood dude who made it out and got rich and isn't gonna change for anyone. And I can see how in 2022 this would be refreshing because of how so many people change up once they get money or change themselves completely to get success. But at some point, if you keep getting in trouble over and over and over again, it can't just be like, oh, that's just Kodak being Kodak forever.
You gotta stay out of trouble first off,
And
right?
you know the trouble really follow you when you trying to move forward, go straight, go the right way.
I mean, even that man Donald Trump used a presidential pardon to get Kodak out of jail. That was actually one of the final things he did on his very last day of his presidency, was ensure this man was gonna be home safe.
The biggest flex to get pardoned by the president. Like, how did that come about? Like, did you guys have a prior relationship? Like, that's insane to me.
You know, they were making sure like I was getting up out of there safe, you know. And called me the Eagle. Like the Eagle has landed, man, the package. And called me the Eagle or the package, you heard?
And since then, Kodak had mostly kept himself out of trouble and even went above and beyond to service his community and try and repair his super gremlin image through good deeds like setting up turkey drives on Thanksgiving and giving away air conditions in that Florida heat last summer.
Enough to give back, that's what I like to do. And stuff like that. So we out here, we passing out AC units, you know what I'm saying, helping install them and all that.
So it appeared he was on the straight and narrow until recently when they arrested him this Friday after the cops pulled him over for expired tags and found more than 30 oxycodone pills and over $50,000 in cash in the car.
According to Florida Highway Patrol rapper Kodak Black, had some drugs and then had some cash inside of his car when they pulled him over. Let's take you to that mugshot of the 25-year-old, better known as Bill Capri.
And let's be honest here for a second, that's not anything outrageous for a rich rapper to be traveling around with, especially if he is with an entourage of people. But the thing is, when you have a long rap sheet like Kodak, you need to be really careful with how you move. And letting his registration expire was a noob move, especially when he knows he is frequently riding around with illegal shit in the car. And at some point it just does become very hard to sympathize for someone who doesn't use any critical thinking skills. And we can no longer use the excuse that he's just a kid who doesn't know any better. He is 25 years old and is like a cat at this point who has come back to Earth and is once again on his 9th life. He has been bailed out and let go early time and time again, and at some point I really just question if this man is capable of learning his lesson. And I thought real quick we could just run through all of this man's various charges since he came on the scene in 2015. In October of that very same year, he was charged with robbery, battery, and 2 counts of false imprisonment of a child, as well as 3 counts of false imprisonment of an adult and driving with a suspended license with Juan in the car. With young Kodak only being 18 at the time, this would be his first of many arrests. This man was out here moving like a young Joe Goldberg, holding all these people captive. A few months later in 2016, Kodak was accused of essay of a high school girl. He would later plead guilty to this charge but avoided jail time. In April of the same year, he was once again arrested for being in possession of a weapon while being a convicted felon. And once again, the Wan.
Stay off the weed.
The very next month in May of 2016, he was arrested for armed robbery and false imprisonment once again. In April of 2017, he violated his probation. June 2017, once again arrested for violating house arrest when he refused to go to anger management and instead hit up the strip club where he kicked a female bartender in the stomach. January 2018, he is once again arrested for the Wan, child neglect, and for illegally having a firearm. April 2019, he is arrested at the US-Canada border for having weapons and illegal substances. And ever since that day, he was in prison until January 2021, when, like I said earlier, Trump pardoned him. And the thing with this guy is, the good lawyers have allowed him to escape these charges over and over again, or at the very least avoid jail time. And because they have done this, Kodak himself feels invincible. Who cares if he gets caught doing something illegal if he has the funds to bail himself out?
He has been released on $75,000 bond and will be required to do random testing, but will not have to wear an ankle monitor.
So many things in not only this country, but all around the world can be looked past as long as you have money and notoriety. But the thing is, guys, now like we've recently seen with EDP Kelly, we know once that money runs dry, it's all over but the crying. When that money runs dry, they don't give a shit that you made I Believe I Can Fly. As a matter of fact, you can fly right into that jail cell, and I'm sure one of your buddies in there will help you touch something. But y'all let me know what you guys think. Will Kodak ever learn his lesson, or is this man a lost cause at this point? It's sad because he can cut a great record. So many people want to see him win, and he just keeps throwing his freedom away by moving foolishly. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video and subscribing. Make sure you drop a like. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other rappers in trouble out here need to get covered, so I'm out. Peace!